Next verse. Simon himself believed and was baptized, and he followed Philip everywhere, astonished by the great signs and miracles he saw. So that's the power of the gospel. Someone who is calling himself God, they are worshiping him as the Holy Spirit, he himself gets saved. So do not be afraid to share the gospel. Even your boss at work. It's just how we do it. It could be maybe this someone who is sociable. Ask them to go for a coffee with you. Maybe they will just ask you, oh, what do you do on Sunday? And then there's a window. So the gospel itself is powerful. Even Simon gets saved. Next verse. When the apostles in Jerusalem heard Samaria had accepted the word of God, they sent Peter and John to Samaria. We have to remember the apostles had the freedom to move about. All other disciples, they were being hunted. They were scattered all over Judea and Samaria. But the apostles in Jerusalem, we saw this last week, in chapter 5, they had concluded that they're going to leave them alone. They say, what are we going to do with these people? We ask them to stop preaching, they're not listening to us. And then Gamaliel comes and he says, leave these men alone. If they are purposes of God, you will not be able to stop them. So someone like Saul knew he's not allowed to touch the apostles. Because the Sanhedrin, the Jewish ruling council, had said, leave them alone. So they use their freedom. You see Peter going back and forth. He's going to Samaria. Next chapter, he's going to go to Joppa. He's going to go down to Philippi, other places to preach the gospel. So here we meet him in Samaria, and he uses discernment. Next verse. When they arrived there, they prayed for the new believers there that they may receive the Holy Spirit. This is great discernment. Peter is the great apostle. He comes to a city. You know, I go to cities to do crusades and meetings. If I saw someone, you know, like I'm a Philip, and I saw Peter coming, I would say, oh, let's do another meeting there. Let's go to another meeting and do another crusade. But what did Peter do? He started to pray for those who are saved. That's great discernment. He didn't start another meeting. He said, who are those who received the Lord? He lays his hands on them. That's humility. That's listening to the Holy Spirit. That is discernment. So we should never be attached to whatever it is you believe God called you. Be attached to the Spirit of God so that he can say today, do this. Tomorrow, do this. You could have your eyes set on school. I'm going to school. And every circumstance around your life is showing you should not go this year, or you should not go. You should get a job. So listen.